Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel Greenliongoddess Tarot. I'm very excited because just when I was tuning in for you guys, I was getting this image of like a magical, almost mythical journey and feeling really excited about that. So that's the first message I've got for your monthly reading for November. That's what this reading is. And also, like, the most exciting thing is that we're moving from Scorpio season into Sagittarius season. So happy birthday to all you beautiful November Sagittarians. And I have to say, Sagittarius season is probably one of my favorite seasons, if not the most favorite, but don't tell the others. It definitely is, like, just always makes me happy, Sagittarius season, and I'm a Sagittarius rising. So it's such a beautiful, joyful season, and I'm so excited about it coming around. And it's interesting that the first card that you've got is the World card, fulfillment and celebration, because this is an energy of going deep into something. I mean, this Scorpio season is very Scorpio-like, I have to say. November is going to be a month of transformation, going deep into something, deeply transforming something. When you emerge and come back out, like the beautiful whale is going deep into the waters and following your heart and transforming something here. And then when you kind of come, well, actually, no, what they're showing me is I'm like, at some point is Sagittarius going to come back up and come up for air? And they're saying, no, Sagittarius is going on this beautiful journey into this underworld, underwater magical place, not underworld, underwater magical place. So imagine that you're able to breathe underwater and you're swimming and you're seeing fish and octopus and I don't know what else is under there, crabs, all sorts of things, all the bioluminescence, the phosphorus, the colors. There could be all sorts of things, and they're just saying you're going on this magical adventure into this beautiful underwater energy, underwater place. And as I mentioned, Scorpio season is going to be very Scorpio, and we actually do have a Mercury retrograde in November, and Mercury's retrograding from your sign, Sagittarius, back into Scorpio. So it's like the things that you've been working on in Scorpio season in October are going to strengthen and intensify and deepen and probably be reworked in November. And so this is where it's like, oh, I'll take that and I'll run with it. Something's ready to shift and change form. And like this beautiful whale here diving deep into the waters, what I'm really drawn to with the whale is its mouth open. So it's just opening up to all this krill or whatever food. It's being sustained and fulfilled by this diving deep. So it feels like there's something around going deep into an experience, deep into a subject, deep into a person, deep into something in your life, exploring something deeply here that could be very fulfilling for you, or even something that could I mean, it's all about the adventure at this stage and the transformation and what you perceive and understand through this adventure. But ultimately, yes, it is about fulfillment. But ultimately, this thing they're saying about the sustainability of it is that how sustainable is it for a start? That might be a question that you're asking. And also, is there something around money with it as well? Like, is money going to be sustainable, or yeah, is this something that could be making money? It doesn't have to be purely that if it's a relationship that you're diving into, but it just has this energy of sustainability. How sustainable is this? But but it's not something that will stop you from doing it. It's just like, oh, as you're going, like, is this something that's going to last a long time? Is it going to last forever? Or is this something that can go like, oh, I just moved my bell. Is this something that could go on for a long time? Because I get this sense of enjoyment, this journey. So let's see, the magical world of underwater is what they're showing me. So what's shifting and changing for Sagittarius justice, Venus, Libra, Saturn? Okay, so let's come back to reality for a little bit. Saturn just says, okay, enough of that magical experience. Let's bring you back to reality about what's actually really happening with your life, your love life, your relationship, and your money. And the Justice card is saying there is some kind of contractual agreement here, and that you have to be looking at that. Okay, how fulfilling is that in your life? And the agreement of the Justice card in Libra, it doesn't have to, it can actually be around bringing you back into balance, bringing you back into alignment in some way. So it feels like they're not saying one has to be at the expense of other. You don't have to suddenly come back down to reality and not have the magical experience and I'm off going deep into something. They're saying do both, but make one a reality. Make this magical experience a reality. What are you agreeing to with it? Is there some kind of concrete form or agreement that can come through with it that could actually make it feel real or more tangible or something realistic? So it's allow yourself to dream and dream big and go into imagination, go into a vision, go deep into something, but also understand that the Justice card is demanding some kind of balance so that you're not solely in that and that you're still in the real world. So that is, finding that balance is going to be integral to this experience that you're going through at this moment, Sagittarius. So let's see what else is coming through for you. So Sagittarius, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Sagittarius. You've got the Justice card again. Okay, this Justice energy, we need to investigate what that is, because sometimes it's a soul contract coming in. Boom, the Tower. Oh, okay. There's something unexpected around it or something that you don't know yet around it. And if you're meant to be doing something or meeting someone or being somewhere, then the universe will bring this in. Anyway, I'll get back to my little blurb. General reading, just don't take anything on that doesn't resonate for you. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that is in the description box below. And I find it's really great to have to go and visit the extended readings, especially in your season, because they're kind of ultra charged in some way, because it's the sun is going to be in your sign. There's going to be a lot of Sagittarius energy around. And so this is something that could be significant. If you're going to buy one extended, I would buy it in Sagittarius season. I mean, I would recommend buying them all the time, but the Sagittarius season can set you up for the year as well. There's just going to be some more potent and poignant energies and messages in there. So let's see, we'll just get the final cards. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so tempted to pull another card. I'm going to have to. Okay, the Fool card. Yes, here we are. Leap of Faith and the King of Swords. Oh, okay. Wow. And the Two of Pentacles at the base. My goodness. What big thing are you ready to leap into? What grand idea do you have, or big change is coming your way? And it could signify some kind of ending of a very stable situation that's in your life. Maybe you're wanting to move towards something that will bring more stability. Maybe it's like, yeah, I actually feel like that's what it is. I mean, the Fool, likes to jump off the cliff and go, where am I going? Jump into the unknown. There's something new beckoning you here, Sagittarius. But the Saturnian energy around it is wanting to bring discipline, stability, reality, realism, and it's crossed by the Queen of Wands, which is you, the Queen of Fire here. So it's almost like, are you blocking something from ending? Are you blocking your stability? Are you blocking something that could even be like a legacy for you? You're the one blocking this with the Queen of Wands. That's you. And it's almost like almost this energy of I can maybe see that vision, but I'm not ready for it yet, or something like that could be coming through with it. Again, at the base, the Justice card, and Justice card can come in when the soul is saying time's up. Time's up. There's a new direction on the cards for you, and if you're not ready for it, we are. The soul is. So, and I always kind of see the soul as a collective energy, because it's just a collection of a whole heap of different consciousness and parts of us. But the Justice energy is saying there's some kind of contractual agreement around this, where this is a soul agreement, like at a certain point in your life you've agreed to do this, but there is unexpected and perhaps even deeply fulfilling agreements coming in, contractual agreements coming in, something's ending here, and there's an agreement coming in out of the blue, a contract or agreement coming in out of the blue, because boom, the Tower card. So what I'm getting here is, yeah, it's exciting, potentially exciting opportunity coming away for your season, but also I'm getting this is eclipse type energy. You know, I know eclipse season was more September, but so eclipses, the season still, you start seeing the effects still like 6 months after that eclipse season, and it's unpredictable when that's going to come in and out, these little opportunities that just jump in and out of your life, like boom, suddenly it's in and suddenly something else is leaving. And it feels very much like that. In fact, it's saying this is some kind of unknown seed that was planted in eclipse season that is only really coming up to, bubbling up to our consciousness now, and we're starting to see something just out of the blue. It's like, whoa, boom. So the Tower is saying you've outgrown something, but I feel like with you blocking it, this thing you've outgrown is the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be a job, a position, a living space, a family situation, something that felt stable in your life. That doesn't necessarily mean it was something that brought you happiness, but it was something that brought you stability. It was something that was there. It's ended. And you're like going, oh, no, maybe I'm not ready for that. So, but the Tower card is like, boom. Yep. Okay. Revelation. You are ready for this. So it might go from millisecond, I don't want that, to yes, I do want that, like boom, the Tower, because the lightning is striking here. The Tower with all these tens and the Judgment card and the contractual agreement, time's up with something. And it's almost like it's just, this is where it feels like fate is kind of pulling the strings, you know, the old argument of fate versus free will. We've always got free will, but this is where it feels like, okay, I feel like fate has stepped in some way. Something's happened here and I'm supposed to be heading in this direction. So with the Tower card, this is actually what's on your mind and your conscious mind, and it may be you're just happy to completely blow something up or completely make some kind of radical shift and change here, because you're feeling a little bit confined. Even though there was the part of you that wanted to cling on to the stability of the old, they're saying it's the Tower. Look how thin that is. You need to expand and grow here, Sagittarius. It's your season. So we don't want Sagittarius confined, and you're going through a huge transformation at the moment, going through with all this Scorpio energy. And so anything that's no longer serving you is like out of the way. And at the base, yeah, this Justice card, again, being topped and tailed with the Justice, is showing me that perhaps there's a lot of contractual agreements around. Perhaps there's a lot of legalities and red tape that you're dealing with around this as well with the Justice card. But I feel like this is more of a soul contract of some sort. But like I said, this might come to you. It might come to someone else. But there's some kind of exciting, out of the blue, unpredictable contractual or agreement that's coming in that's suddenly changing the course of where you're going to be at. And so in the recent past, so it's not going to be a dull season for you, Sagittarius. And in the recent past, we have the Five of Cups. And this is saying something there's been a river running, okay, this is what they're showing me. There's a river running through something of discontent, malcontent, of disappointment. It's like there's been something that when you actually really tune into it, something's been kind of disappointing or a bit of an emotional challenge. And it's just been there, that's been running through things for a while, maybe in the background, maybe it's in the foreground and you knew it was there all along. But there's this river of discontent, I want to say, with this Five of Cups in the past. There's been an emotional challenge of the past. The universe is like, boom, no more. And in the near future, the Judgment card, boom, 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 here comes Gabriel. The angels have messages from the divine saying something is passing over in your life. Well, we know that's happening because you've got the Death card and the energy surrounding you. You're going through this major ending, major passing. Energies are leaving you or passing over. Not literally, quite literal. Well, it's like, you know, it's when you might be leaving a job or a living situation, or you might be leaving a relationship, or energies around that, like it's transforming in some way. It doesn't have to necessarily be the end of something, but there's a big transformation happening here. And in the near future, the Judgment card is showing you very clearly, you're getting the divine messages that this is happening, and like it or not, it's happening. This is a month of massive change for you, Sagittarius, I have to say. So this is where people will, life-changing, altered courses coming in. The angels are saying this is happening, but you're not ready to fully jump into it. There needs to be a review process, a period of analysis, a period of, okay, there's an irrevocable shift and change happening here, but you need to kind of know all, you need to go through it, I think. It's not just fully jumping into it. It's like analyze, review, go through pros and cons, look at all the details, look at the reality of the situation. That's the judgment card. It feels like a lot of stuff is being cleared out of your life here, Sagittarius, potentially in a dramatic way, but in a way that's serving you in the best possible way. You're turning up as the Six of Wands. My goodness, this is success coming your way. So there could be some kind of unexpected success coming in, or some kind of reward or accolade. It could be some kind of a sense of being seen. But this is successful. This change, this big change, this energy that's coming in that feels dramatic and out of the blue. You're turning up as the Six of Wands. This is the hero returning. So it may be that you've been through something and finally you're moving to a stage where you're feeling successful and coming back to an energy that feels right for you. That's something that comes through with the Six of Wands. And expect it to be intense with the Death card around you, especially with the Five of Cups. There could be a sense that there's something very intense, intense emotional challenge, or an intense sense of emotionally letting go and letting go of the past, or letting go of some kind of energy of the past. With the Death card is definitely feeling like there is a renewal of an emotional story here, but it comes with intensity. It comes with history. It comes with letting go. It comes with understanding that people, memories, they all pass over at some point, and you can't carry it all with you. You can carry the good memories, but you don't have to carry everything with you. And that's what the Death card is reminding us of, that there is an energy of transformation around. And so use this, because you're so going to be in your season, you're so close to your season. This is an opportunity to clear a whole heap of stuff out on a soul and emotional level that is not serving you anymore, so that when you step into your season, you're feeling refreshed, revitalized, ready to leap into something new. So the Death card, very strong energy of things ending, passing over, and transformation, going deeper into stuff and actually understanding why it feels like a big soul shift coming through for you, Sagittarius. So these could be really profound shifts in life direction. And sometimes a profound shift can just be something completely internal. And to the outside, you're just going along in the same life. Someone from the outside goes, oh, there you are in a living situation, going off to the same job or work or relationship or whatever it is that you do, or how you spend your days. People externally might look in and see that you're doing all the same things, but something within you has profoundly shifted. So that can be part of this as well. Hopes and fears, we've got this Eight of Swords, which is the blindfolds on. Okay, surprise. There's some kind of exciting opportunity or contract coming your way that you're not going to see. Do you want this or not? I think it's a bit of both, a bit of combination of both. And then we have, as the outcome, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands. And this is where it's kind of like it might take a little bit out of you. All these fireworks, dramatic moments, changes, big shifts, profound shifts. And the Nine of Wands is like, okay, take a deep breath. I want to put some challenges behind me. That took it out of me. And now I'm ready to maybe take that next step. Maybe I'm ready, but you're still not fully let go of the old. You're still a little bit tired, but there is some kind of new opportunity, next step that's coming in for you that may require a bigger vision, may require stepping into something new, may require letting go of something, may require a creative partnership or some kind of spiritual partnership, or a partnership with somebody who has similar passions to you. That can come through with this as well. And we have as an outcome, of course, I was teetering on the edge there going, I want to pull another card. And that's because we had the Fool there. The Fool energy was just like, let me go, let me jump into this new thing. And it's the rebirth. Very strong messages of you going through a death and going through analysis of why that is ending and understanding of what that is. And then the Fool is jumping into the new, into the birth. But it's next to the King of Swords, which is interesting because the Fool is not just jumping in without a plan. It's got the strategist, the planner, the King of Swords, very rational person, somebody who's mastered what's going on mentally for them as well. And so the Fool is not jumping in without knowledge. The Fool is jumping and going on a journey and an adventure, going traveling perhaps, or starting something new, but the Fool has a plan. This is all part of the plan. This is all part of maybe a bigger plan or strategy coming through here with the King of Swords. So it might feel like a big leap of faith into the unknown for you, but at the same time, there's something here that could really work for you in terms of even setting you up with more stability or setting you up with wealth or setting you up with something that just feels like a legacy of some sort perhaps as well. We have as an overall energy the Two of Pentacles, which is saying it is a bit of a juggling match. It's about finding balance on the material realm. You know, you might be feeling pulled in a couple of different directions here with this. Maybe you're looking at money, maybe you're looking at finances, maybe you're looking, if you're sharing finances or have joint finances with somebody else, maybe you're looking at that, or joint investments with another person. That could come through as well. But with the 2 twos coming in, it's very much like there needs to be some kind of action taken, which is a very practical next step. And there's going to be financial considerations here around that. And so this is what brings you back down to earth is, yes, we can be like, oh, this is going to be wonderful. The grass is greener on that side. I'm going deep into this. It's a big change. Boom, I jump into it. And Saturn saying, yes, jump into it by all means, but have a plan. Look at the practical side of it. Make sure you're making the right steps. And it's just that first initial step is getting those things right is going to be really important here for you, Sagittarius. So let's pull an affirmation card. What does Sagittarius need? That one fell on the floor. Okay. I trust the process of life. This might be really important with the process of life that's happening here. There is a rhythm and flow to life, and I am part of it. Life supports me and brings to me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. And that's a really fabulous thing to say with this sense of things are coming in out of the blue, surprising opportunities coming your way, and making the most of the energies that are coming through here. So let's put that one up there. Let's pull a charm for November for Sagittarius, a charm for Sagittarius season, Scorpio season as well with that death card. All right, so let's see. What does Sagittarius need to know in November? Ooh, okay, the crown. Interesting. There's quite a few crowns actually. And the first crown actually really kind of looks a bit like the crown in the Justice. The Queen of Wands also wears a crown. And the crown is a sign of authority and status and leadership, an embodied leadership. And the very first thing that I was brought to was actually a card that is your card, the Temperance card, where there's a little path that leads to a gold crown. And it's not in this reading. It's the card of Sagittarius where a path opens up that is aligned to you. But interestingly, what they're showing me is the Queen of Wands wants her crown. The Justice is showing me that what's coming in might be something that you either can't see or initially might not think that's something you want, but then realize it is something that you want or something that would be really good for you. And you're turning up with the crown, the laurel, the crown of leaves in the Six of Wands. So it, and they also, for whatever reason, they're bringing me to the Louvre, the heist of the Louvre and the crown jewels as well. So yes, there's this energy of excitement and exciting adventure, But it's about coming back to your authority and not what you think, an authentic sense of stepping into leadership, authority to who you are, that's true to who you are. And it might be a slight shift to what you think that looks like in some way. There could be a profound sense of including something that perhaps you couldn't see about yourself at this moment in time. So if the crown is a perfect thing to come in when we're stepping into Sagittarius season as well, because the sun is moving into your sign, it will be an injection of solar energy. It will be where you're feeling more energized, revitalized, sovereign. And there's a sovereignty here that the universe is bringing you back into alignment and back into your sovereignty. And that's your reading, Sagittarius. So I would say just be open to any unexpected opportunities, revelations, contracts that are coming your way that could precipitate a profound shift and change in your life, a new beginning, and be open to also that you need a plan with that as well. So that's your reading. I'm very excited for you, and I want to take it over to the extended now because we've got the Fool jumping off the cliff. Yes, the Fool has a plan. Which is actually not very Sagittarius-like. Usually it's just like, I don't necessarily need a map. I'll just go exploring and see where we end up. Trust my intuition as we go. But this is like, okay, I've got a map. I've got a map of where I'm going. Let's see how effectual that is and how that works. We're going to look at the next steps, any advice that you need about moving forward with this big new beginning and the plan that's coming in with that. We're going to tune into Archangel Michael, get some messages from him. We're going to get some soul messages, what's happening in the higher realms, and go right up and see what's happening on that soul level. We're going to look at what's transforming in your life and also what's happening energetically for you and how you can work with your energy to make the most of these very exciting energies coming through for you, if not dramatic, Sagittarius. So that's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. And that's it, Sagittarius. Happy Sagittarius season. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. All of that helps with the growth of the channel, and take care.